All right. Welcome, everybody, to IMBA TV, where everything is in balance. We've got Crom facing off versus Ciara. And this is the EU CraftCup Lite number 36. Why don't you go ahead and take it away for us, Jim?
All right, so that would be red Zerg spawning, piloted by Ciara at the top of Steps of War. And on the right side of Steps of War, at a very close distance by air, as purple Zerg Crom. So hard C letters by both of these, Ciara versus Crom. Ciara is from Denmark, so big shout out to Torre. Torre's obviously got a vested interest in who's going to win this game. And we see the Overlords moving together through the middle of the map. This is one of the most exciting moves right here in real-time strategy, folks. Look at this.
That's right. Passing right by, high-fiving each other and everything.
It's a two-player map, though. They know exactly where each other is, so there's no surprise there at all. Very close rush distance, very close air distance, very long rush distance by land. Everybody hopefully is familiar with the destructible rocks that are located not too far from the main base here, and then coming along this little small laneway, a second set here, and then that can bring you in to your opponent's base.
Now here's something interesting. Crom throwing down his spawning pool, and we've got the extractor being thrown down first by his opponent. So yeah. So Crom's spawning pool, for example, right now sits at 500, while the spawning pool for Ciara sits at 400. That difference in time isn't going to mean much, but Ciara will have enough gas to get Zergling speed upgrade much earlier than Crom. That timing difference might mean something. We'll have to find out. And in fact, Crom is not mono. He just started mining now from his Vespin geyser, and it looks like Ciara will have the money to spend the gas for the Zergling speed upgrade. Yep, and there it is. And he moves all his drones off of the extractor, as well as upgrades that metabolic speed boost or speedlings.
Yep, so we'll see speed boost. And interesting, a Roach Warren by Crom right after he had enough, right after his spawning pool completed, he's completed a Roach Warren. So it looks as though Crom will be spending his gas on roaches, whereas Ciara will spend the gas he had on upgrading speed Zerglings and has no interest. And here we go, first fight of the game. And obviously Ciara is going to win that.
Yep, more lings.
3 men's is greater than 2 men's. In any event, checking out Crom's base, it looks as though Ciara might get some good scouting information, and no, he's going to back off. So Ciara is unaware of the Roach Warren.
Expansion going down as well, yeah.
Or, you know what, is Ciara aware of the Roach Warren? Let's check his Overlord here. He may, I think he already might be. No, he's not. Ciara is not aware of the Roach Warren.
And he will be now. There he is. He sees it now, yeah.
And the speed boost upgrade for the Zerglings has completed. And the positioning of the Overlords is critical here for vision and all that stuff. And Crom is going right after these destructible rocks.
Possibly.
No, he's not. Well, I'm not sure what he's doing.
Back and forth. It looks like he is actually going to go ahead for the destructible rocks.
And Ciara is electing to expand.
As well as Crom going for the lair. So we're going to see a one-base push here. Maybe some speed roaches coming down too.
And notice we see Crom with the spine crawler as well. So right now Crom has got 6 roaches and 2 Zerglings. Ciara's got 29 Zerglings.
Oh, and now that was spotted, Crom actually stopped. And look at this, Lings coming in, surround the queen, and it looks like that queen is going to go down. Trouble. Yes, that queen is dead. Here come a bunch of roaches to react to it. And those Lings are in trouble now. They got to get out of there.
And you know what? Still, even at this point, Ciara now sits at 26 Zerglings. Both players have about 17 harvesters, so economically both players are even. But Ciara has got a better economy of scale because he's mining from 2 hatcheries. So by economies of scale, what I mean is that when he has 30, 40, or 50 drones, his economy will be much better off than Crom's. So at this point, relatively, and Crom actually has the advantage. Crom now has 3 more workers than Ciara. Now, Ciara's Zerglings are +0 attack and +0 carapace. So no upgrades there at all. And basically what we're going to see is a fight between 42 Zerglings and 9 roaches.
Well, let's see how this happens as it tries to kite him off of the creep there. Oh, and here we go. Surround! Oh man, massive surround! Look at all those Zerglings. All those roaches just popped. Zerglings doing some major damage here as those drones are in big trouble. Zerglings do go down.
Yep, in fact, the Ciara army now consists of 1 Zergling.
And you know, there are only 2 roaches and 15 drones right now for Crom.
That's true. So Ciara has taken, I mean, Ciara's at 34 drones mining from 2 bases. And notice that he's got 2 assimilators and he's got a roach warren as well, so he can now crank out roaches.
So with that 42 Ling attack, he did a great job fighting off the 7 roaches or whatever. But look at this. We've got roaches actually taking out the rocks in the middle regardless of the Overlord being able to spot it. And here comes some Lings.
Ciara's going to counter that by attacking with Zerglings.
That's right, and those roaches are going to need to come back into the base, and that's exactly what they're doing. And here come the Lings to go after the drones.
You know, and the bottom line is, while all this fighting is going on, Ciara's got twice as many drones.
That's right.
His economic advantage continues to increase while he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
That's right. Just mainly a big distraction here. And you know, he did pick off a couple of those drones with the Lings, so he did a good job. And here we go. We got a bunch of roaches from Ciara, as Ciara does have. Let's have 13 roaches out on the field now. Roach speed is being researched as well, and more overlords, of course.
And so Ciara is at, both players have the same number of roaches. The difference is that Ciara's got 14 Zerglings. Sorry, Ciara's got 11 Zerglings.
And those rocks are down. These roaches are on the move. And here we go.
Here we go. And I think these roaches are in big trouble.
And Burrow goes down.
Burrow. Yeah. So they will heal. Move while Burrow is not even being started. And it looks like we're going to need an overseer. By Ciara. Ciara will need, and he won't get one though. A Burrow again is happening. The roaches are healing, and they're going to just run back to their main base. Now, at this point, Ciara still sits at 35 drones, so he decided to spend his money on attacking units rather than on more drones. Notice Ciara is at now 4 extractors, an additional evolution chamber going down. And it looks as though
that was an interesting move.
Expand. Yep, Crom's going to expand, but here we go, pushing forward.
Oh, and yep.
21 roaches, 17 Zerglings versus 17 roaches. And so doesn't take much to figure out who's going to win that fight. Along with an overseer.
That's right, Burrow is no longer effective. Oh, and this hatchery needs to be canceled.
Just go after the expansion, that's all he needs to do.
He sends 4 Lings to take care of the expansion as he pushes up the ramp, and Ciara melts that queen! More roach melting is going down, bile spewing everywhere, good game is called! Ciara takes the win, Crom is out of here! I think